Hello guys, welcome back. Sorry, my hair is a mess. Um, yeah, I'm back for my daily video for the next 2 weeks, so, you have to put up with a lot of me, but, there we are. I hope that's not a bad thing for most of you. But yeah, today I'm going to do the long promised review of. If you watched yesterday's video, you know what's coming. Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. So this is the remix album for Brat. I've done a lot of the background in previous videos, but I'm gonna do a little bit here. Was announced on my birthday. I am released on October 11th. There were 5 remixes from the album that were previously released. The Von Dutch 360, also confusing, Guess and Talk Talk remixes. And also we have the bonus of Von Dutch featuring Scream and Banger that didn't make it to the album, thankfully. Yeah, I don't like that song. Anyways, but yeah, today I'm just gonna go through this album and talk about the songs, what I like about them, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first one here is 360 featuring Robin and Young Lean. Now this again was a pre-release single, and I quite like it. Do you know what? It's now with Brat Remix album, you've got a spectrum. You've got pretty much just adding a verse and basically an entire new song. 360 Remix is in the middle. It's got the same beat, it's the same instrumental, but it's got completely different verses from Charlie, Robin, and Young Lean. One that I have spoken about this song before. I quite like it. I like how they pass on to each other. But, I do kind of feel like it could have been a bit longer, because it kind of feels like they're all cramming for air and they're all just trying to steal lines from each other, all trying to get as many lines in as they can in the short amount of time that 360 doesn't actually have. But, I like it. Would I say it's better than the original 360? Depends what mood I'm in. If I'm in more of a sort of not rappy mood, but if I'm in more of a club mood, I tend to go for the remix actually. But if I'm in more of a poppy mood, I tend to go for the original song. But yeah, pretty good. I'd probably I'm not going to do ratings because no. The next we have Club Classics featuring BB Tricks. Now this is one of the more transformative remixes, even though it doesn't actually contain any new vocals from Charlie. That's one thing. Even some of the less transformative remixes, such as the Girls Are Confusing remix and the Guess remix, both of those have additional vocals from Charlie. This one doesn't. Although, and I love this song, as Charlie said herself, yeah, Switch, that's my man. We got a little exclusive. And, I like the song. It's probably one of my favourite remixes because, a lot of the time I'm in, a very clubby mood. And when I'm in a clubby mood, this is one of the songs that I tend to go for. One nitpick I have with it is, it's not any criticism to the song. It also samples 365. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with that, but there is so much 365 in there that it is practically a remix of 365. It's practically not even the chorus is Club Classics, but Charlie's verse is pretty much all 365. Make it make sense. That is 365, not Club Classics. Make it make sense. And, BB Tricks has a lovely verse. Can't understand a word of it. I think I did, you know, I think I looked at the English lyrics to translate it into Welsh because I was bored one day and I thought, I don't know, yeah, because I'm weird like that. So I thought, you know what, I might as well do that. It helps my Welsh skills as well because, before my Welsh skills were hollol cachu, but now they are a lot better because I've started watching this Welsh TV show called Public Home, and yeah, so there you are, love it. Anyways, um, yeah, yeah, I quite like it. Not much else to say. I like the beat, but and the intro I used to find annoying, but I quite like it now. The like nah like okay, go off, Queen, go off. Um, and also yeah, I haven't rated the shapes in the lyric booklet. 360 kind of boring, just a circle, and also it doesn't contain the whole lyrics. Boring. Club Classics, you've got different squares. I think it's quite interesting, but could have been more transformative. Honestly, could have been more interesting. Next, we have Sympathy is a Knife featuring Ariana Grande. And again, if we've got that factor, Sympathy is a Knife remix is all the way over here. It is practically a new song. It is, if you showed this to me, if you showed the instrumental to me, and told me this is an instrumental for one of the remixes on Brat, and told me to tell me what the song is. I mean, considering the synth is quite similar to the intro of Sympathy is a Knife, but yeah, let's just say you played the chorus, I would not be able to tell you. It's got a completely different message as well. Instead of it being about being jealous of somebody who is much more famous and much bigger than you, it is about fame itself being a knife. The main punchline is all this sympathy is just a knife when, they're waiting for you to choke, when a journalist does a misquote. There we are. And I think Ariana Grande's verse is okay. We don't get the high notes that usually we're known for, that, we know Ariana for, but we love it. And I'd say that, I'd say that the original song is a bit better, but, I do really like this song, and the breakdown in the end, and, them, sort of having chemistry and whatever. Yeah, I really like it. But one thing that I would wish is if they sort of, not switched over, but sort of passed on to each other a bit more. Next we've got Flop Alert. Get your flop radars on, because of one of two times we've got to turn them on, and this is the first time. We've got I Might Say Something Stupid featuring the 1975 and John Hopkins, and also the shape in the lyric booklet for Sympathy is a Knife is a shard of glass, which we love it. Okay, yes. And we've got yeah, sorry, I completely and utterly zoned out. Sorry. Anyways, 1975 featuring I Might Say Something Stupid featuring the 1975 John Hopkins. No. I Might Say Something Stupid, I think, is probably the most underrated song on the original Brat. It's often put quite at the bottom of the ranking, but I really love this song. I think the production is very interesting, and I think the main thing is that it's too short. I think an extended version of this song would have been really, 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 really good. I love this song. No, sorry, I don't like this song. I might say something stupid, but this, it's just like, I have a friend who is like a more skilled musician than me, and she uses Ableton, and she basically told me that, the piano riff that you hear in the start is just ripped straight from Ableton. It's not even, like, changed at all. It is just ripped straight. Like, there is no editing to that at all. And Matty Healy changes the message, basically, from, I'm worried about fame, to men suffer in silence. Like, and just makes it, like, really obnoxious. And also the whole thing about Taylor Swift's exes always have to be careful in interviews. Hun. No, hun. No. Just no. No, hun. And, and, you know, fine, whatever, but, like, yeah, it's just kind of mid. It's just kind of mid. There was something I was gonna say, and I could say something smart, but I might say something stupid. And, I mean, if I'm playing my record, it's not like thing where I plug my ears for 4.5 minutes, but, like, you know, it's whenever I'm listening to it on Spotify, I always skip. Yeah. And this one is a random block that kind of, like, splooges out to the left, the shape in the lyric, but is... Also, why is it that John Hopkins is credited because he's a producer and not Easy Fun on the remix? Tell me that. Tell me that. Anyways, Talk. I think, I've already talked about this remix, and I think it's alright. Maybe it's better than the original, maybe it's not, I don't know. It's a bit more of like it's a bit, like, easier to listen to, and it's more just, like, fun, like, yay to listen to, but is it better? I could not answer you that. It's pretty good, but I don't know. Troye Sivan, I think, you know, you've got a nice hotel to what me in. Yeah. Oh yeah, the thing that I forgot to say is, there's this YouTuber I watch called Swiftologist, right, and he did a reaction video to the remix, and, you know, they say that it's really common, it happens to loads of guys. Erectile dysfunction, okay, anyways, it's alright, and I don't even know what shape that is, it's kind of similar to the Sympathy is a Knife, but it's, like, narrower, you know, it's like steeper, it's not as like it's like that, it's more like that, but there's also like a hole in the middle to say the number 5, and also Talk featuring Troye Sivan. I love this lyric book, I love it, I love it. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like it, fun, love it. Now, we have the Von Dutch remix with Anderson Ray and A.G. Cook. I will not call it Von Dutch A.G. Cook remix featuring Anderson Ray. Either it's Von Dutch featuring Anderson Ray and A.G. Cook, or the Von Dutch remix featuring Anderson Ray and A.G. Cook. Because that's what it was originally called. Because I saved the... Because it was originally called Girls So Confusing Version with Lorde. But she changed it to Girls So Confusing featuring Lorde. No. No. Because I have it saved on my phone. I know it's, like, reversed there. But if you see... there, see, it says the Von Dutch remix and Addison Ray, and it's cut off, but if you click on it, it says Von Dutch A.G. Cook remix featuring Addison Ray. It's just like, I'm sorry, but no. No, we are not changing the names. And if you had this planned before release, why? 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 No. Don't change the names on it. And I've known it as the Von Dutch remix featuring Addison Ray and A.G. Cook for months now. But yeah, anyways, on to the actual song. You know, again, over this end, transformative, non-transformative, transformative. It basically an entirely new song. It just contains some of the lyrics from Von Dutch, and also kind of imitating the synth. Addison Rae is serving here, and the last chorus where it pops right off is so good. I love A.G. Cook for this. But, yeah, so, love the song, yay. But, already talked about it. And, we've got the Von Dutch sort of splatter, kind of, where it goes like da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. But in the actual thing, it's like da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. At least for me, anyways. But, I quite like it. Something about it that I really love. And then we've got Everything is Romantic featuring Caroline Polachek. We've got a diva here. No, we don't have a diva, but we like... Oh my god. Like, that last chorus... Oh my god. If you have not heard this album, what are you doing, first of all? Second of all, hear this song first. Hear this song first. Anyways, but yeah, it's... it's sort of like... It flips it on its head. It's the same sort of message of seeing the beauty in a place and sort of like having fun on like, not on holiday, but like, sitting around having fun in this place that's like not your home. And instead of being about like Italy and Brazil to some extent, I don't know why. Brazil is just, I don't know, yeah. It's about London. I'm gonna try and read these lyrics in reverse. Late nights in black silk in East London, church bells in the distance, free bleeding in the autumn rain, fall in love again and again. And it sort of flips it on its head, and the production is so much more like... When I first heard this, the first thing that came to my mind was Radiohead Kid A. It really reminds me of Kid A. And I love the production, and those sort of melancholy synths and the sort of driving production. It's just like... It takes you away. You are literally ascending up to heaven. It is so good. Yeah, I love that song. It's probably my favourite. Yeah. Besides maybe, I don't know, So I Remix, but like, one of my favourites, if not my favourite. Then we've got number 8, and also the shape, I don't even know what it is. It's kind of like the Club Classic squares, but they're all like merged. I don't know. But, oh well. 8, Rewind featuring Blady. Okay, this song is a jam. Okay, so, that one song that's always like, oh my god, you, like, love to, like, dance in the club to it, but, but the lyrics are kind of, okay, the lyrics are kind of deep. This, and that's Rewind, this takes it to a whole step further, like, I must confess I'm under stress, time after time again. I love that. Sorry for my bad singing, but, like, I love it. It's such a jam, like, I'm always just putting up a little boogie to it. I love it. Like, and then there's sort of like, then the sort of like, thingy of production towards the end is like, I love it. I don't care. I love it. I thought this song was big in Germany. We love it. And the shape is kind of like Club Classic squares, but like, they're all like little squares and they're all deformed by, like the title. Yeah, but, we love Rewind featuring Blady. And then, this was it, but fun fact, this was the first time I realised Blady was, Swedish. Cute picture of Charlie, we love it. Okay, number 9, So I, featuring A.G. Cook. Now, again, this flips it on its head. It is the complete opposite. Instead of thinking about the regrets and the poor choices she made in her relationship with Sophie, and wishing that she could have that time again, the hourglass shape in the lyric booklet, it's about, now I want to think about all the good times. And it's talking about a bunch of fun times that she had with her. And, it's really bittersweet, especially the last line. at the last line, now I want to think about all the good times, like the first time I heard your music, my ex-boyfriend had played your SoundCloud, that moment really changed my life. And it's not as emotional as the original So I, because, not to me, because, I can apply that to myself. I regret not, hearing that, listening to the album one more time. I regret not listening to more of her unreleased music one more time. One more time. One more time. Had to make that reference. I had to. I'm sorry, okay? Anyways, and, I like it, but, but this one, it's a lot more specific to Charlie, and I love it, and then I really love the back half of the song. The lyrics only take up the first half of the song. It's about just short of 5 minutes, I think it is. And the second half is just him noodling, and he samples a couple of his own songs, but they all lead back to the Sophie song called Ooh, and it actually sounds quite similar to Bip. Um, it reminds me a lot of Bip, but it's an unreleased Sophie song, and AG sampled it in XXOplex WWW, and he also samples Ooh in itself. He samples Ooh, then WWW in bits, and then it leads into XXOplex, and it chops up vocals of Charlie, and I love it. I love it. It seems like it was made during a DJ set. Like, he was just noodling around on a DJ set, and they recorded it and mastered it and put it on thing. Yeah, and yeah. So next we've got Girls So Confusing featuring Lord. If we've got non-transformative, transformative, Girls Are Confusing remixes like here. The only thing is that it's got an extra verse and it extends the verse. The second verse in the original is only like 4 lines long, but this one is quite long. And I like it. The lyrics are quite honest, and I love the instrumental. Basically all that you can say about the original Girls So Confusing, you can say about Girls So Confusing featuring Lord. And the Lord verse is great. I've already talked about this, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. If you want to hear me babble on about that, look at my Brat review. I have it like towards the end of that video. I reviewed all the remixes that were out at that point. So yeah, there we are. And then we've got Apple featuring the Japanese. Also, the shape of Girls So Confusing is a rhombus. I like it, but it's kind of like, okay, I don't care. Anyways, this one, it's kind of like, okay, now what has that got to do with the original song? Elaborate. Because, some of the less deeper songs, it's kind of like, it's just being that girl. It's just being that girl, or, partying. Like, and if they change the lyrics just to be, like, a little bit different, but still about being that girl, fine. But this one is about generational trauma, and it just makes it about an ex-girlfriend that you had, and feeling sad because you're remembering them, but you're living in a different country with another girlfriend, lesbian core. And I like it. I like the way that they change the melody in I Wanna Know Where You Go When You're Feeling Alone. When you're feeling alone, do you? Because in the original version, it's sort of, I don't know the actual notes in it, but it doesn't end on a perfect cadence. If you don't know what a cadence is, it's how a melody or a song ends. So, for instance, say you're playing in C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Easiest one. And you're playing a little piece, a perfect cadence would be going back to the C. An imperfect cadence, the most imperfect cadence would be ending on the fifth, because that wants to resolve really badly to the time. So, I don't know how this is gonna pick up, but say I'm in the... Oh, it's not plugged in. One sec. But yeah, say I'm in the key of C major right now, right, perfect cadence. But say if I just... it's an imperfect cadence because it ends on the fifth and it wants to resolve really badly to the first, but it doesn't. And it doesn't in Apple, but they changed the melody so it does resolve to the perfect cadence. And it does make it just sound a bit more like, not cliche, but yeah, cliche. But, we love it. We love it for that. And I think it's alright. I prefer the original Apple, though. And it doesn't contain I think the apples are right in the car. No, because on the Sweat Tour, I've grown to hate that dance because I miss when it was just kind of like a little thing within the Angels, like, well, not really, but, it was, yeah, whatever. But, like, at the Sweat Tour, they go all over and all out, and it's just like, no, go away. Go away. But yeah, the Japanese house, we love her, but alright. B2B featuring Tinashe. Again, okay, so what's this got to do with the original song, my love? I wish Tinashe had a bit more. And again, literally completely different. Has like a completely different connection, just samples the back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And I prefer the original song because I love that song. It's got like it's like really repetitive and it's like a really dark club beat. And this just kind of just makes it about being that girl, and instead of being about not like a toxic relationship, but like an on again off again relationship. Like, hey, can I have the original song back, please? Thank you. It's alright. It's fun. I like it, but it's not my favourite. Then we've got Flop Alert, Flop Alert, Flop Alert. Radar is blaring. Right, so next we have Mean Girls featuring Julian Casablancas. When I first saw that he was featured, I originally thought his name was Juliana Casablancas, and I just thought it was a girl that I'd never heard of. When I realised it was a man, I could not believe my eyes. Why are we wasting it on this flop song when we could have had it with an actual Mean Girl? That's my question. Like, genuinely, like, this song is so bad. The autotune on his voice, and his vocal, like, delivery is so annoying, and it's like, and it's just so annoying. It's just about toxic ex-girlfriends, and it's just, no, 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 go away. I wanted Cupcake. I wanted Tinashe. I would have loved Tinashe on this song. I wanted, I don't know, an actual mean girl. I would have loved, like, a previous collaborator. I would have loved Brooke Candy. I would have loved Pablo Vittar. I would have loved, I don't know, but, I would have loved, like, an actual mean girl, but no, we have this. Go away. Go away. Next we have, I think about it all the time. Also, shapes for the last few. Apple is in the shape of an apple. Okay, fine, love it. B2B is in the shape of two squares. Okay, fine, whatever. And then, Mean Girls is a chevron. Okay, whatever. Then we have the I think about it all the time, just kind of blobs. I originally didn't really like this song. I thought it was just kind of, okay, why are we going to this church and not the club? I want, like Lady Gaga said, club, bus, club, another club. But I've really grown to love this song. The chorus, the re-delivery of the chorus in this song, oh, it is, I love it. And Bon Iver, I think he's serving vocals, and it's really funny to me that Easy Fun and A.G. Cook produced this song. I think that's just like a really funny detail. But yeah, love it. And we've got 365 featuring Shy Girl. Now, I love this song. Now, this was like one of the first songs we ever heard for this album, and it is absolutely amazing. And, I think that, it's just like, there are positives and negatives to this. and they play off on each other. Negative, too short. It's only 2 minutes long. But the upside of that is unlike the original 365, which takes a minute or so to get going, 365 it starts instantly on a hit, or it like takes 10 seconds to get into it, and it's like shy girl serving, 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 okay, serving. Um, and we love the drop, but we wish it was longer. We wish it was longer, and what I think we could have done is that, so we got the verse of 365, the first half of it, and then Shaggy comes in, and then the second half. What I think we could have done is we could have repeated that with either Charlie doing it, and then Shy Girl coming in again, and then Charlie again, or Shy Girl saying the verse of 365, Charlie rapping, and Shy Girl doing the rest of the verse, and then the drop. I would have loved that. Yeah, we love it. We Oh, I'm dumb. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. And I love it. And I think it's probably like, if it was a bit longer, I think it would have been my favourite. And I love the synths. I love the chords, which I've learned to play it, but I can't play it very well. You know, I, like, if you want to play it, right? So So you're going to be playing the same chords in two different octaves. So you're going to be playing middle C, C minor, minor, and then D sharp minor. Sorry, no, you're going to be starting with the higher octave first. So, or is it D flat minor? I'm not sure. No, D sharp minor. And yeah, that's the synth line from it, right? Um, yeah. Anyways, love it. We love it. Great, amazing. Although, again, I will not stand for this Easy Fun erasure. It is 365 featuring Easy Fun and Shy Girl. Especially if it's, I might see something stupid featuring the 1975 and John Hopkins. Yeah. Anyways, guest featuring Billie Eilish. This is the thing where I am so dumb. Yesterday, I called this a parsnip. I only just realised that it is meant to be a thong. Dumb. But yeah, anyways, love this, non-transformative, transformative, right down here. It's just an extra verse. But, we love their passing over on each other. We love, Charlie's verse. We love Billy's verse, quite cheeky. But I do prefer the drop in the original guess. I like the Charlie, call me if you will. But I think the guess. I think that's so much better. But I like them equally. Depends what I'm feeling on the day. Music video serves. There we are. And yeah, we love it. We love it. Anyways, that was my long rambling of Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. Um, yeah, I hope you enjoyed my rambling, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.